MOGHIMI in central Anatolia. Its famous rock formations make it a magnet for tourists. But these two men are not on holiday. They're Iranian press photographers who fled to Turkey for safety.
After the elections in Iran, for me and many other journalists, things got so bad I felt my life was in danger, especially after two other photographers were arrested.
Hossein and Javad both worked for Fars, the Iranian government news agency, but both were secretly sending pictures of the post-election protests and the government crackdown to foreign press agencies. One of Javad's photos ended up on the cover of Time magazine.
Working for Fars, I could see what was really going on. We have always been under pressure and restrictions. They would delete straightforward photos we had taken, saying, "This picture is against Islam."
But having escaped the Iranian authorities, they were sent to a remote Turkish town, already hosting more than 500 Iranian refugees. The Turkish government has a long-standing policy that refugees from Iran live in small provincial towns, far from the big cities. It's meant to keep them safer. But many Iranian refugees don't have faith in the system here, given the threats they face from just across the border. EBRAHIM MEHTARI is another Iranian political refugee in Turkey. He told us about the brutality he suffered in a Tehran detention center in August, how he was shackled, burnt with cigarettes, whipped with a metal flail and sexually abused with a baton.
I don't have the mental strength to describe what happened to me. This regime tries to portray itself as the most morally upright in the whole world. But in our prisons, throughout the whole ruling system, it spreads only lies and immoralities.
The Iranian government denies rape or violation takes place in its jails, but EBRAHIM MEHTARI has a medical report consistent with all his claims. But even in Turkey, he says he's being harassed. A house he stayed in is being watched, and 2 months ago, he says he was accosted by a stranger speaking in Farsi.
He told me, "Stop talking, stop raising these issues, or it's very easy for us to deal with you."
EBRAHIM MEHTARI was one of a small group of web-savvy professionals who ran opposition candidate Mir Hussein Mousavi's campaign, but afterwards shared information about efforts to overturn what many believe was a rigged election.
For a long time now, you haven't been able to find either Islam or a republic in our Islamic Republic.
Now threats are also arriving by email. The Iranian Revolutionary Guard has vowed to track down and silence exiles all over the world who speak out. These refugees can only hope the Turkish authorities will protect them. Anita McNaught, Al Jazeera in central Anatolia.